Hi there. I was taking an interview with a very bright young engineer, and he went through all the rounds successfully. In the end, I asked him, he was fresh out of college, what kind of role would you like to have? So he said, I can go in applications, purchase, projects, any kind of role, but sales नहीं करना है sir. Sales is such a taboo. Today, this episode, we are going to talk about the B2B sales, how it is different from the consumer sales, and as engineers, if you are pursuing or thinking about pursuing your career in sales, what are the things that you can take the experience of us and take it forward from there. So, welcome to B2B Chronicles. My name is Rakesh Gupta and let's begin. What is sales? जब हम सेल्स के बारे में सोचते हैं तो हमको याद आता है LIC एजेंट या फिर फार्मेसी में MR जो मेडिकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होता है और बाकी कुछ नहीं तो we think of a person who is pushy, who talks too much. हमारा जो सेल्स का स्टीरियोटाइप है, this is the way we think about sales. So we think that sales is manipulative, कि हमको मैनिपुलेट करना है सामने वाले को या फिर पुश करना है या बहुत ज़्यादा बोलना है. This is the image that has been created for the sales people, and no wonder people don't want to pursue really sales for their career. On top of it, we are talking about B2B sales. B2B sales क्या होता है? B2B is business to business. It's one business doing business with another business. What is sales? Sales is a process where we are persuading somebody to give their resources. It could be time, it could be money, it could be trust, right? So when we are selling, we are actually persuading somebody to give their resources, time, money, trust, for the value what we are delivering. When we are buying this ball or a toy, हम लोग कितना दिमाग लगाएंगे? अच्छा लगा, रख दिया, नहीं अच्छा लगा, फेंक दिया. But when we are buying these walls are going to last for 20 years. So in B2B sales, customer is not buying toys. They are buying equipments that are going to last for 15, 20, 30 years. So there is a lot more involved there. And as young engineers pursuing your career in B2B sales, once that realization comes, everything changes. So B2B sales कैसे करना है? There is a very simple 3-step process that we have to follow. The first, we have to sell ourselves. And मैं ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग या स्लेवरी की बात नहीं करना, हमको गुलाम नहीं बनना है. When I say sell yourself, you have to understand people buy from people. So first, when you say you are selling yourself, you are basically creating a connect with the customer. And you can connect with customer in various ways. Maybe he's from your region, maybe you study in the same college, maybe both of you are mechanical engineers. It could be any connects that is there. Once there is a fundamental trust affiliation is established and the customer feels comfortable that I am dealing with the right person, after that actually the sales journey starts. Second step, sell your company. Why the customer should buy from your company? Not so many different, there are other companies which are there. So it could be the company's reputation, the brand, what the company's structure is. So how do you sell your company? That is another pitch that you have to develop for yourself. And the last one comes the product, the solution. So first you sell yourself, then you sell your company, then you sell your product. And in the product, you're talking about what is the job that product is doing for the customer, what problem it is helping, and how your product is solving that problem better than many other solutions that customer may be evaluating. So finally you have to sell your product also. So that's a very simple three-step journey for B2B sales. I was recently talking about this podcast with one of my friends and he brought me up few questions. So let's do little differently today. I will take up those questions one by one, and all those questions are related to these young engineers who are going to pursue their career in sales. So let's start with those questions. So first question is fear of rejection. बहुत बार होता है आप एज ए यंग इंजीनियर एकदम पूरा एनर्जी के साथ में यू कॉल लॉट ऑफ पीपल यू विजिट कस्टमर्स बट यू हियर नो 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 रिजेक्शन आफ्टर सम टाइम और बिफोर इवन डूइंग इट you feel the dread, the fear of rejection. How do we deal with that? First thing is, when a customer is saying no, it doesn't mean he's saying no to you. आपको personally नहीं लेना है. It is not a rejection of yourself. It is something else. So first of all, अपना खुद का ego कम नहीं करना है. It is not a rejection of yourself. What customer is saying is, so we have to reframe it. Not yet. That means आपका जो ये solution है वो अभी मेरे लिए सही नहीं. Not yet. Not now. Not now means आज आप बोल रहे हैं मेरे लिए आज ये solution नहीं है, आज ये product मेरे को आपसे नहीं चाहिए, but after 6 months maybe. So you have to reframe this fear of rejection from first of all कि it is about yourself. It is not about yourself. The customer is not rejecting yourself. Imagine a customer, he is getting calls like what you are making. Maybe hundreds of calls they are making every day to these customers. So when they are saying no, it does, and they are not going to need these pumps, walls, systems, compressors all day long. Every day नया pump थोड़ी ना लगाते हैं वो लोग. So when they are saying no, it is not no for you. It you have to reframe it. Not now. I'm not ready to do business with you right now. I do not need this product now. Maybe in future we can do it. Reframing this will help you deal with this fear of rejection. Second question I got from my friend is uh, how do we create a pitch for these young engineers? They want to make calls to the customer. Appointment कैसे लें? How to get appointments? ये एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है बिकॉज दे कीप कॉलिंग कस्टमर्स बट दे डोंट गेट अपॉइंटमेंट्स. सो हाउ वुड आई एड्रेस दिस? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हमारा पिच पहले से रेडी होता है. पिच क्या होता है? आई एम फ्रॉम ब्ला 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 कंपनी, आवर कंपनी इज दिस दैट blah blah blah. You talk so much about your company product, and as soon as the customer lifts the phone, right, keep bombarding with all these informations. And because you have been trained, it's just elevator pitch, you have just 1 minute 2 minute with the customer and you have to highlight everything what you have got in that. And what is happening really is that this customer is listening to you and he thinks, oh, you are so great, okay, I'll deal with you later. So that's the problem with this pitch, that we have a pitch which has been prepared and we are only talking about ourselves. And remember what we discussed, people buy from people. First of all, we have to connect with the customers, right? So first we have to connect, and that is very important. Now here it's not about yourself. Sales is not about yourself. Sales is about the other person, because the other person is giving you the resources. So why would that person give you that resources? That money, time, trust, what we talked about. That person will give all those if you highlight benefits. So instead of talking about what your company is or who you are or how great your product is, because everybody says their products are great, right? कोई भी कंपनी बोलती है मेरा प्रोडक्ट अच्छा नहीं है, right? So customer is hearing all these things. The way to deal with it is that, okay, you prepare. Okay, for example, this is a surfactant industry. Okay, so they will be having a SLES application. It's a kind of a surfactant. So now for this application, so imagine a salesperson, young engineer, calling the customer. You know, for these applications, we have been supplying this product, and some of these customers were using the other product, and those were the struggles they were having. Would you be interested in discussing more about it? Now imagine a pitch where you are talking about only your products versus a pitch where you talk very relevant for that customer. Give me chances that you will get an appointment. I'm sure your appointment will be fixed. So third question is, how can we improve our hit rate? So the sales engineer goes and he's having all these different inquiries, especially when they are new and their conversion rate is very low. So how can we improve that? So here is couple of tips we can use. First of all, sales is not about चिपकाओ आंदोलन. Means क्या रहता है कि any inquiry comes you want to really push. I think there is a fundamental change required in the thinking that we talked about establishing trust. You cannot establish trust by chipkao something, right? You cannot just push something because you want to sell, right? There's no credibility. There is no establishment of trust if that is what you are trying to do. So you have to objectively evaluate first what product you are giving. Is it really the value for the customer? So first you have to convince yourself that what solution you are offering, the product what you are offering, the services what you are offering, it is worth for the customer and have the value. If you have that conviction, then you will be able to sell and increase your chances of success. So first you have to sell yourself before you can sell to the customer. So that's one way to do things. Second is more about preparation. You have to really give the tools to the customer, because B2B sales is not about just one person. There are multiple people involved, right? There is a maintenance side, there is an engineering side, there is a procurement side, there is a project side, and on top of all these people, you have managers, and then finally you have people who are responsible for operating the whole plants and everything. So there is all these different layers and people, and all these people have different requirements. So many times as young people we are just believing only one person, whereas we don't realize that there is a spectrum of people who are involved. So they just pitch it to only one person rather than spreading wide and talking to more number of people, because in the end they figure out that you were talking to the wrong person. You didn't really speak to the right person who is going to make the decision. So I hope my friend was given me these three questions, so I've answered them, and hopefully this video is also useful to you. So if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe, and put your comments. And if you have any questions, if you think that I need to make some video on whatever thoughts coming to your mind, please do share with me. You can use my WhatsApp or LinkedIn account or YouTube comment section. Any of those platforms. I look forward to hearing from you. We will talk more about sales in our next episode. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.